Okay, I'm back with Treasury 22 through 28, and here is my beautiful copy of number 22. This issue is neat in that it reprinted a few of the Marvel team up issues. It's nothing special, but it's, for those that are not familiar with Marvel team up, that's what this book did, and it has some great art by Sal Buscema, the brother of John Buscema. And I think in his early days, Sal works look a lot like his older brother. It's good. And this book also have art by Jill Kane. Right here is the second story, and it has some really beautiful artwork by Jill Kane as well as Sal Buscema. I probably would do a video on Sal Buscema one of these days, but in my opinion, Sal Buscema start out looking like his older brother's work, and then over the years he kind of transformed himself into almost like a Bill Sinkovich. But at least that's my observation. Here is number 23. I love this cover. It's a beautiful cover by, of course, the great John Buscema, the essential one of the essential artists for Conan, and this book is basically all of his work. I think all the reprint in this is Conan is from John Buscema. This is really good. I mean, I think if it wasn't for Barry Windsor Smith, no doubt people would identify John Buscema as the man for Conan. But anyhow, this is my issue. Okay, here's 24. This one is okay. I can say that I'm not a big fan of 24, 25, 26, 27, or even 28, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm okay with the Hulk, but to me, I don't really know the rhyme or reason back in those days where they decide which books are going to be reprinted in the treasuries. But in my opinion, these books or story weren't really all that special. There are so many other things going on with Marvel at that time that I think reprinting 4 stories by Herb Trimpe is not all that essential, in my opinion. You're talking about the late 70s here. This is a beautiful book. I said I don't care for the content inside, but as far as the cover work, it's really nice. I think finding high grade copy of these books probably is not that difficult compared to the earlier treasuries. At least for me, I didn't have that hard of a time looking for these, and I believe this book also contained mostly Herb Trimpe artwork. Here's 26. This was one of the last book for me to find. For some reason, it's rarely show up on eBay, and so once in a while I looked, and luckily I found a copy. It have a little story with Wolverine in it, but not much. I have to say, as big as X-Men was back in the late 70s and early 80s, I am disappointed and shocked that somehow Marvel never even got around to reprint the X-Men in one of these kind of reproduction. It would have been fantastic. Can you imagine seeing giant size X-Men and X-Men 94 reprinted in a book like this. It would have been fantastic. So you can see why I'm kind of disappointed that, you know, this is what they produced in the late 70s and early 80s. And here is number 27. A beautiful copy, but you know, nothing worth, nothing notable inside. You know, like I said. Here's 28. The one neat thing about 28 is it's, you know, the last one of the series. You know, Marvel did do a whole bunch of other treasuries, but it's not in the sequential numbering that they have here. In this book, the funny thing is this book came out, I think, in 81. Let me look inside. As you can see, it came out in 81, but it's almost like a sequel to the first team up between Spider-Man and Superman that was done back in 1976, I believe. I brought that out too. This is the other book. So the first team up of Superman and Spider-Man came here in this issue that I have here. That's my beautiful copy. And then number 28 is the second time they team up. And let's see. If you look at the front cover only, you would know that, you know, the story inside actually involve Wonder Woman as well as the Hulk. Personally, I think this is one of the most disappointing team up book. You know, if you look at the story inside as well as the art, it's very disappointing. You know, when I bought this book, before I bought this book, I knew the people that was drawing and inking inside, and I was excited. You know, I was super excited to buy it and see what the content inside looked like. And to my dismay, as big of a John Buscema fan that I was, I can tell you the content inside is probably not his best work. Just take a look at the lineup of people that work on this book. You have Bob Layton, Joe Rubinstein, or Steen, I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, Walt Simonson, Bob McLeod, Terry Austin, Klaus Jensen. There are so many people, and I can tell you, as a John Buscema fan and Walt Simonson and Terry Austin fan, this book art is subpar, in my opinion, on all of them. I mean, I can look through this book and I would have a hard time picking out, you know, good stuff, because there was not a heck of a lot of, you know, good stuff in here. So from the artistic standpoint, I think it was, you know, definitely not the best work of the great John Buscema. And as far as inking, you know, I don't think I don't see anything special on this book. So, you know, for all the talent that was involved in making of this book, the stories, the art, the inking, everything was very disappointing to me. And that's conclude the series of 1 to 28. This book is actually slightly better, in my opinion. The very first team up, I think the art inside is actually much better. I mean, you know, normally I would never say Ross Andru is better than John Buscema, but you know, if you look through this book, it's actually quite nicely done. There's a lot of beautiful, big panels and big pages. So, you know, it's one of the few times where I actually say that Ross Andru outdone John Buscema. But that is it. Hopefully I will come back with another Treasury video that focus more on the other titles like the Star Wars series or the movies related Treasuries. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye.